Hey, Johnnie Roberts, welcome back to another episode. It's going to be super exciting what we talk about today. How are you feeling today, sir?
Doing great, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm phenomenal. I am stoked
I'm
because,
excited about today. Today's gonna be
man,
fun.
I am too. We were talking on that last episode, man. We really got going on the toolbox for retirement and needing the right tools, but also needing a blueprint for retirement. That's what you help your clients create. We've been talking a lot about life insurance, and a lot of people don't understand life insurance. They've heard from people, oh, never buy life insurance and don't use it. And you've got a different approach to how it can be part of a retirement plan. The other thing that I want to talk about, Johnny, one of the tools that people could use in a retirement plan, but it really, I really don't know if they're good or not, Johnny, because I've been told for a long time annuities are bad. Run away. If anybody says buy an annuity, you should just run from them. Talk to us about annuities. What are they, and why do they have such a bad reputation?
Yeah, it's what a scary word. It's funny you sit down with people and if it needs to be part of a plan that we're looking at for them, which a lot of people it does. It's a great piece of a retirement plan, a phenomenal one. Some people you hear the word, my grandpa said I shouldn't get annuities, or the financial guy I've been working with or lady said annuities aren't good, or, whatever. Then you do have some people that love them. You have some people that you come sit down and they're like, hey, I've already got these annuities, blah, 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 that kind of thing. So, but it is like one of those things out there where you hear people, I don't annuity. Well, generally it's because the old school folks that think that way are thinking about old school annuities, first of all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The old school kind of more like a long-term CD concept, and that's what they pretty much were. Didn't really provide a lot of interest rates too much. They were fixed and everything. Okay, I understand that's how they worked. But once again, like with anything, back in the 70s, to roll your car window up, you had to, you know, do this.
The
Eventually
crank handle.
they come up with push button windows go up. And now you can get in your car without a key and start it, with turning it. So things advance, things get better, right? Insurance products, retirement products get better as well. So annuities are one of those things that fall right along in line with that. It can be a perfect complement to people's retirement plans when
Yeah,
it's structured properly. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So that's scary. I've had clients before, so, my financial person said, don't ever get an annuity, just keep all the money in the market or whatever it may be. Let's give a little insight of how things work. And I'm transparent. Okay, very
yeah.
transparent. In the financial world, there are three ways folks like me are paid. We're
Okay.
paid through commissions, we're paid through fee-based. We're like, you come sit down with me, I'm going to charge you $500 an hour. That's it. No other, I just do that. Then there's fees and commissions where you pay some commissions, but also you have fees coming out for managing your money. Okay. So a lot of times when you have people that are just managing money all the time, they're getting paid monthly for managing your money. And if they move that out into a different product that is a one-time pay commission type thing, they don't get the money management fees on that anymore.
Right.
And so it can be a conflict of interest sometimes by putting someone in the best position possible that some annuities can do for folks
Mm-hmm.
just by that aspect alone. So when you hear somebody say annuities are horrible, annuities are bad, nothing is finite. So if you hear somebody say that, check
Yeah.
yourself first of all.
Right.
Okay. Because there isn't horrible things about, I don't think everything's horrible about being in the market. And I don't think everything's the greatest about annuity. I think there's balances, like they fit people at different stages in their life. So if you just hear somebody saying that's the worst thing in the world, maybe that's not someone you should listen to, you know, because there are good aspects to different financial products and resources, at least for you to be able to look at. It's like this, man. Some people love Burger King, some people love McDonald's,
Yeah.
right? They're both going to fill your appetite with a burger. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that either one is like they're doing the same thing, right? They're getting you somewhere. So some people feel that way about annuities, but you need to give them a second shot sometimes and listen to somebody give you a fair point of view on what these new products are doing for people.
Yeah, yeah, because it really is amazing to me as I've been around. I mean, I've been around you and a lot of your peers for a number of years, and I've learned and I've studied and I've read books and I've gone to conferences. And I used to think annuities were bad. But then I started realizing somebody said, do you like Social Security? Do you like the concept of Social Security? My said, well, yeah, everybody loves Social Security. They're like, do you understand that's a type of annuity?
That's all that
And my
is.
dad, my dad was a fireman for 20 some odd years, right? When he died, my mom got a payment, a check every month for the rest of her life. That was an annuity. I loved that. And it was that idea that turned and they said, that's all an annuity is. It's an agreement that says you put some money in now and you're going to get a paycheck for life forever. And I know there are different types of annuities and different structures and there are different tools for your retirement toolbox that you were talking about last time. It just really opened my eyes when I realized Social Security is a type of annuity and everybody loves Social Security. Okay, if it's good there, maybe it's good somewhere else. And it's kind of like having a house with a 2 or 3 car garage, right? You got 2 cars there. You might have a Jeep and you might have an Acura. Well, same thing. You might have Social Security and you might have a different type of annuity. They're different vehicles, but they're part of your properly structured retirement plan, the blueprint that Johnny and his team can help you to retire at new heights. That's what you guys do. And I just love how you bring a conversational approach to this. And you're very transparent of how fees are paid and how you make money and all of that. And I think that's important for people to understand because you got to make money, right? But the way that
Absolutely.
the way that a properly structured retirement plan is put in place, it provides peace of mind, safety, and security for your family through a variety of vehicles. And that's really what you want to do when you work with people. Fair?
Absolutely. It's once again, there are so many pieces of a puzzle that people kind of skip over when we do our classes and things like that. There's puzzle pieces we show that people don't even think about. And annuities can be a phenomenal part of a lot of people's puzzle that fix in to protect them. Like you said, Mike, man, I know that this money that I have purpose for this is now going to be able to accomplish that goal because I've got this particular thing going on over here with maybe an annuity. This money over here is going to accomplish this goal because I've got this life insurance. This money's going to accomplish this goal because I've got it invested in different stocks and stuff, and I'm working with a good advisor to help me over there. So I've now went from just a one big old pot trying to figure out I got to make this work rest of my life to now, okay, I've got money with a purpose.
Yes.
And if you plan your retirement that way, this money's purpose is to do what? Provide me with income, guarantees, protection, long-term care potential benefits, legacy money. In case I pass away, my wife's going to be okay with the tax-free funds, through insurance, annuities, different things like that. And this money over here, I'm okay to have a little bit more risk with. This money over here is designed for emergency funds, whatever it may be. So having a plan that does all that, this money over here is designed to become tax-free,
Mhm.
right? I'm going to use this money here to make it become part of a tax-free part of my retirement. So you've got all that built into it. And like you said, you sit down with someone, you get this blueprint and said, okay, this hammer, this annuity is going to be perfect for this for you. This
Mhm.
insurance product is going to be perfect for this for you to build this house. This investment avenue is going to be perfect for what you're trying to do. Looking at this tax advantage over here, making these Roth conversions over here is going to be perfect for you want to do. You're not just rolling the dice out there and like, okay, hopefully this works out.
Yeah.
You got a lot on the line, man. A lot of line, a lot of money on the line, a lot of years on the line.
Right.
And so, back to the basic point of annuities is like you said, it's just like Social Security. You can provide yourself with, which we'll talk more about this in the next few weeks, some of these products, what they can do. Once again, peace of mind, protection. I know January 1st, every single year, what I'm going to make that year, rest of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Every time I wake up on January 1st, I know where I'm going to get, no matter what. No matter what the market does, no matter what happens, annuities can provide some of that peace of mind for you.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, we're going to talk a lot about that and how life insurance, how annuities, how your 401k, your investments, how does this all pull together to help create this blueprint for your specific retirement? And how do you have the right tools to make sure you're properly structuring and building your retirement plan for your family? And that's where Johnny and his team really, really shine, because they're going to sit with you. They're going to talk with you. They're going to understand, what are you trying to do? What kind of retirement do you want? And regardless if you want to retire in a mobile home and travel the United States, fly all around the world, or just stay where you are and love your grandkids, whatever you want to do, Johnny and his team are going to help you create a retirement plan that's going to allow you to do that. And
Let me say this one last thing before you go, Mike. Remember that we said this before. If you ever hear someone just say annuities are bad, don't ever get them, whether it's a financial advisor or whatever. How do they even know that without sitting down and looking at your whole situation? When you hear a generic overview about some kind of product, run from that person because they don't know what your situation is individually.
right,
So people get these texts, these emails, they get all this stuff on their phones now. Annuities are horrible. Annuities are bad, or life insurance is bad, or and this investment, blah, blah, blah. They don't know you personally.
right,
They don't know what your heart or your passion or what you're struggling with or what your concerns are for your family. How the heck do they know
that's
if an
right,
annuity is good for you or not? How do they know if life insurance? They don't know. It's just a marketing pitch to try and get you to gear towards them. Sitting down with a full retirement plan will be able to tell you, hey, this is good for you, or this isn't good for you. This is, or this isn't. This
yeah,
tax plan is good for you, or it isn't. So that's the way people need to think, not just, I just read this article that blah, 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 blah. Well, they don't know that you're 66, married, you got 4 grandkids you want to do this with, you still owe on a mortgage, you plan on working for 3 more years. You're not, they don't know all these different things. So at least pay
right,
yourself enough respect and dignity to say, let me hear this from somebody that cares about what I'm looking at, and I can share my heart with them, let them know
yeah.
where I'm at. So I just want to throw that out there one more time to get that, let
I love
people.
that. That is so important. That is so important. So, all right, we are going to keep talking about this, because I love this idea of building your retirement house with a blueprint, with the right tools, and looking at these products that a lot of people aren't, they're confused about, they're scared with. But Johnny and his team will sit down and look at your situation. What kind of retirement are you wanting to build and create? How can Johnny and his team help you retire at new heights? So, Johnny, I can't wait to get back with you again next time, and just continue this conversation. Thank you for being transparent. Thank you for being who you are and helping people retire at new heights, buddy.
Thanks. You too, Mike. Have a good one.